Greetings, infinite blessings, and welcome. Welcome to this evening's mindful experience. Is to live a mindfully based, focused, and directed life. Is to live a life of purpose, meaning, beauty, and connection. So the terminology mindfulness, what does it even mean, as it is used so often these days? There's a difference between being mindful and having a mind that is so full that you cannot see. So I invite you to take a deep breath and to begin to tune in to your internal guidance and that voice that whispers. To tune in, to connect, and to start to really enjoy through your creation the life that you are born to live. I'm going to tell a short story this evening, and as you listen, just allow as you become more and more relaxed with each moment that passes and each word that you hear. The story that comes to mind is very similar to the rabbit and the hare. And we all know the story of the rabbit and the hare. And we could say that it's the rabbit and the tortoise, the hare and the tortoise, not the rabbit and the hare. We could say that it was the tortoise that was mindful, where in truth, perhaps, maybe, it was the hare. Because although after getting very far along his journey and taking a moment to sleep under the tree, I would actually suggest that he was mindful in his actions. And this brings about a realization that it is after pains and sufferings or failings that mindfulness comes most often into full focus, where we can actually learn how to get back up after falling down, and how to just allow, as the wind that blows and the rain that falls, the sun that shines, and the eyes that see it all, to be mindful of the rain falling upon your skin and whatever reaction or emotion that this brings. To be mindful of when you feel up or down, when you're smiling, and also when you frown. So to be mindful is not to try to change the circumstances or situation, but just to accept it as it is, knowing that you are traveling always towards your final destination. A river flows mindlessly, yet it is always guided back home like home towards the ocean, where many people live, moment upon moment and day after day, without any real understanding or care. Similar, we could say, to the tortoise in the story. He didn't really mind if he won, he just kept going. And I would almost guarantee that if there was a second race, a rematch, if you like, that the hare would run all the way to the finish line, as he would have learnt from his actions in the previous situation. It is the learnings through the trials and tribulations that bring us the upliftment and feeling of liberation. As if we never fell over, we would not know how to get back up. So I would like for you to mindfully take a deep and purifying breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, breathing in deeply and mindfully, and breathing out with acceptance and surrenderance. Mindfully calling in all that beautiful pranic life force energy that connects to you and enters into you. And breathing out everything and anything which is no longer serving you. Being mindful and just allowing for any thoughts to just float through. Just like the clouds on the breeze and the wind that blows through the trees, blowing away a leaf that floats carefree. Being mindful of being mindful. Now there lies a tricky situation. A bit like becoming anxious over being anxious. Sometimes the best thing we can do is to actually become void of mind, to not mind, and just to allow as everything continues to flow through. Living in the flow, letting go, and accepting that sometimes we don't know. And to be mindful of the areas that perhaps we could focus a little more upon and learn and grow. Well, that will bring us those learnings and growth as long as we actually walk that path accordingly. To be mindful of when you feel happy and uplifted around certain people, as well as the reverse, means that you can choose who you spend your time with, where it is you go, and what it is that you do. So as you allow yourself, when you go to bed and drift off into the deepest of sleeps this evening, hold within your mind the intention and conviction to experience whatever it is that you need to experience, to learn what it is you need to learn in order to grow, to evolve in mind, body, and soul. Thank you, as always, for joining me this evening. And I look forward to connecting again tomorrow during the morning motivation or the evening relaxation. Have the sweetest of dreams. And until we connect again, namaste. The rabbit and the hare.